Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Stack Sats Show, your beginner-friendly guide to saving in Bitcoin. I don't know what's going on with the mic there. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's Wednesday. It's lunchtime on the West Coast. It's exactly the middle of your day. By the time this show is over, you'll be past the halfway point for the week. What up? Shout out, round of applause to Leonard. What up, Leonard? Do you even fish still, Leonard? I barely fish. We need to go fishing, dude. One of these days. Soon. It's starting to warm up. Days are getting a little bit longer. Should go fishing. Carlos Jaramillo in the house. What up, Carlos? Round of applause from the live studio audience. Buenas tardes a todos. Let's go. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for hitting that like button on the way in. If you hit the like button on the way in, type in stacked, because you stacked the likes. Garrett, what up, Garrett? Round of applause from the live studio audience for Garrett. Welcome. Hope everybody's doing good. I'm gonna keep the show nice and light today because it's Wednesday. You're halfway through the week. And yeah, it's awesome. Got some life stuff to share with you guys. Or what up? I was about to say Carl, but I started with the A. Carl in the house. What up? Aaron Black in the house. What up, Carl? Let's go. Round of applause from the live studio audience for Carl. Eddie, what up, dude? Eddie, it's been a while. Have you been here before, Eddie? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. You sound vaguely familiar, but welcome to the stream. So today we're going to talk about Bitcoin like we talk about Bitcoin every day, Monday through Friday, 12:30 p.m., 3:30 Eastern. Okay, so let's get the show dialed in. Let's get the show started. The main theme of the show today is for somebody that's new to Bitcoin, doesn't understand. We're gonna talking about how saving in Bitcoin, how saving in dollars keeps you poor. Okay. Oh, yeah, it is Eddie. Okay, cool. Well, welcome back, Eddie. I hope you've been busy stacking sats. If not, let's get into it. So let's get into the first segment of the show that we like to call the Sat Strength. Beefcake. Today, the price of Bitcoin is $68,635 for a single Bitcoin. What the heck does that mean? It means that, there it goes. It means that you have to pay $68,635 if you want to buy a whole Bitcoin. But guess what? You don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin all at once. A Bitcoin is made up of fractions of a fraction. It's made up of satoshis. What's a satoshi? A satoshi is a fraction of a Bitcoin, and just like a dollar has 100 pennies, 100 cents, a Bitcoin has 100 million satoshis. So you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin all at once. You can buy it in small increments. You could spend as little as $1, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100 a day, a week, a month, whatever you feel comfortable with. Okay? But the value that you're putting into Bitcoin is already shielded from inflation. It's working for you now. Okay? Round of applause from the live studio audience for Hard Huddle. What up? Larry Fink spitting game. What's he saying these days? What's he saying? Okay, let's say you're walking down the street, minding your own business. You look down, you see a penny, you pick it up because all the day you could have 14.59 satoshis. Just like that. By picking up that penny, make sure you wash your hands. Anyway, so that is a sat strength. Bitcoin's doing well. We had a little bit of a pump early this morning. It went up to like 71,800, and then it came all the way back down to 68,500 right now. We're actually at a local low. Again, we're lucking out now. Usually during the show we end up buying at local highs. We're at a local low, so let's get the show going so we can get some juicy sats. Okay. All right, let's jump into the next segment of the show that we like to call Why We Stack. And today during the Why We Stack segment, I wanted to talk a little bit about how saving in dollars keeps you poor. Okay. And even if you're new to Bitcoin, you're just starting to learn about it, it's a great time to start accumulating Bitcoin, even if you don't intend on keeping it forever like I do. Okay. Even if you just want to save for 6 months, a year, maybe 2 years, 3 years, right? And you're saving that value in dollars, you're actually losing purchasing power over time at a rate of about 10% a year. But if you were to take that same money, that same value, and transport it into Bitcoin by buying Bitcoin with that money, then your purchasing power would increase faster than it would if you're holding dollars. And you'll get to your savings goal for whatever you're saving for sooner than if you were saving in just dollars. Okay. So if you're new to the whole concept, stay tuned because I'm going to show you guys our stacking schedule. We've been buying here Bitcoin on weekdays, 12:30 p.m. every single weekday. Some days I miss, but I still do the purchase, and I show you guys the purchase after I come back from my hiatus. And it's just a better way to save. Okay. My hope is that as you start using Bitcoin as a mechanism to save, you on your own realize that it's probably not a great idea to sell it unless it's something really important to you, right? Unless it's something super important to you, it's probably not worth selling your Bitcoin, because your Bitcoin is going to continue to become more valuable over time, and including into the next generation for as long as you can hold it, right? And Bitcoin is we're so early into Bitcoin right now that we haven't even seen all of the things, all of the different layers that are going to be built on top of Bitcoin. And you owning part of that Bitcoin network is pretty incredible. Okay. It's like going back in time and buying a part of the internet before the .com hit, before Amazon existed, before Google existed, before Yahoo existed, before all these big companies that are big now, before those companies even existed, right? Like what's gonna be the next Amazon, the next Google that can only exist because Bitcoin is a protocol. Okay, it's pretty incredible. Okay, and the most awesome part about it is that you get the opportunity to actually own part of that network, which is pretty wild. Anyway, so that's why we stack. We stack so that we can preserve our purchasing power over time, and if not, even better than that, increase our purchasing power over time by doing nothing else other than buying Bitcoin, taking it off the exchange into self-custody, and just waiting. Okay, and if you can do that for the span of about 4 years, you are generally in the positive. Well, actually, if you look at the Bitcoin chart for any 4-year window, you are actually positive. So, ETFs just got approved a couple months ago. Is it a couple months ago already? Damn, yeah, a couple months ago. And the halving is happening here soon in about, 26 days or so. Wait, is that right? 26 days? Let me refresh this. Yeah, 26 days. And so there's a lot of upward potential here. There might be some pullbacks, like we're experiencing a little tiny pullback today, but it's in the long terms, it's trending upward. So we're doing fine. So that's why we stack. Start doing it. If you have any questions, put it in the chat, or if you're watching a replay, put a message, leave a comment, and I'll come back and answer your question on the next live stream. So tomorrow, if you leave a comment today. Okay. Thanks for watching the replay. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. All right. So let's get into the stack recap, because we don't only buy Bitcoin here. Sorry, we don't only talk about buying Bitcoin here. We actually buy it every day. Monday through Friday, I mean. our stack is currently at 3.9 million Satoshis for the year of 2024. Let's go. Hard Huddle said, I sold my dog, then bought him back when Bitcoin pumped. Oh my gosh. That's so sad. Poor doggy. Oh my gosh. All right. And since the beginning of the show, we've been stacking. We started with $5. We moved it up to $10, and then we moved it up to $20 now. But since the beginning of the show, we've been tracking everything. And so we are up about 85%. We've invested $5,431. We've saved $5,431 into Bitcoin, and our savings have grown from $5,000 to about $10,000 without having to do anything else. I didn't have to go get a second job. I didn't have to go get an Uber on the side. I didn't have to go re-up or get a higher education, get a higher degree. I didn't have to go for my doctor's degree. I didn't have to go for my master's degree. All I did is I took part of my salary that I'm making every pay period, and I committed an amount that I'm going to stack every day, and slow and steady, that little bit of value that I put aside has doubled in the span of less than a year. Okay, so we started in May 22nd. We're about 10 months. So in 10 months, my $5,000 grew 85%. Okay, and that's because it takes more weaker dollars to buy the same amount of scarce assets. In this case, Bitcoin's the scarcest asset. Okay, so I paid about $5,431 when the money had higher purchasing power relative to Bitcoin. But now that the price of Bitcoin is higher, it would cost me $10,000 to buy the same amount of Satoshis, right? It's wild. Okay, that's why it's important to keep track of all this stuff. Okay, and then we're also doing a 100 stacks challenge. The 100 stacks challenge, real quick, just to do the recap in case you haven't heard about this yet, is as follows. It's inspired by the 100 envelopes challenge, where people on TikTok take 100 envelopes, number them 1 through 100, and commit to filling up an envelope with a corresponding number equivalent of cash. And it takes about 3 months and 10 days. And you can save about $5,050 if you do that. If you fill up the whole envelope, if you fill up all the envelopes with the correct amount of cash. But I looked at that model, and I thought, man, that's a good idea to get people motivated and to teach them to learn how to save daily. But the savings vessel is flawed. The dollar is leeching away value even as they're saving. So even though they look like they're saving $5,050, by the time they get the $5,050, 3 months and 10 days later, they might be down, I don't know, relative to Bitcoin, they might be down like 10, 20% in purchasing power, right? So we decided to modify that 100 envelopes challenge and make our own challenge. It's called the 100 stacks challenge. And we don't need a bunch of extra stuff. You don't need to spend money on envelopes or markers or whatever. Just make the spreadsheet. And this is a Google Sheets. It's available. I have it. It's 100 stacks. You go to this link that the Nightbot is about to put in the chat, and you can just download it. And you can check out the numbers I have in there already. Or you can use it as a template and make your own copy of it that I cannot see, only you can see. And you change all the numbers around, and you start your 100 stacks challenge. Okay? All right. Now that we know what we're doing, right now we're about minus 0.66% on our savings in the 100 stacks challenge. But since we're at a local low, I'm going to go ahead and do a big stack. I'm going to do my $85 stack today. Okay, so my $85. Did I already do $85? Looks familiar. Hang on a second. Let me check my notes. I thought we did 85 yesterday. Maybe I just didn't update it. Yeah, we did 85 yesterday. 23. Oh, yeah. I just didn't update it. So today we're doing 84. and then I'll update both of these. Okay, is that right? 69. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I gotta update this sheet real quick. Let's update it real quick with yesterday's buy before I lose track. 24. I think I got distracted by talking. And that was that 69,909. I do remember distinctly the typing in 85, so there it is. 0.00120385. That's how much we got yesterday. All right, now let's check the status. Okay, there it is. So we're minus 0.73. It's fine. All right, so today we're doing an $84 stack for our normal for our Bitcoin 100 stacks challenge, and we're also doing a $20 stack for our regular show dollar cost average, Bitcoin cost average, local low stack stats show. Let's go. I like it. Round of applause from a live studio audience. More slogans, more better. Okay. All right. So let's now that we know what the stack is and how much we're gonna purchase, guys, there's only one thing left to do. It's time to stack some sats. And the crowd goes wild because they know what's about to happen. We're about to go in here. Ah, dang it. Well, give me a second, guys, because Swan logged me out. Feel free to ask questions in the chat. Make funny commentary. Ask Boltar some questions. Exclamation point Boltar. He's our resident Bitcoin bullish fortune teller. Exclamation point Boltar space and then ask your question. Let me see where my login is here. It's loading up. Not your Boltar, not your show. Nice. Oh my gosh. Getting into my webmail. Okay, there it is. Login. Okay, gotta do my authentication here. Gotta do my retina scan. Make sure everything is safe. Retina scan. Let's see. All right, I think we're logged in. Let's go. Should I sell my chairs for more Bitcoin? Oh, Boltar's wrong on that one, guys. Boltar's definitely wrong on that one. You should definitely sell your chairs. How many chairs do you need? All right. We're ready to start buying. Okay. First, we're gonna buy. Oh, see, it's up. We're gonna buy the $84 stack. Here we go. $84 stack is keyed in. I'm gonna take my screenshot right here and come back and hit the. Am I frozen? I'm frozen. Come on. There we go. I'm back. I froze for a little bit. They're trying to get me. They're trying to stop me from sharing the Bitcoin signal, boys. So we're doing a buy on that 84. Drum roll. Today's episode of 187. Oh, there it goes. That was fast. That was really fast. All right. So, got the $84 buy in place. Now let's do the $20 buy for our regular DCA. There it is. It's keyed in. Now I'm going to preview it. Take my screenshot here. Scroll down so I don't dox myself. Browse. Here we go. It's a $20 buy. $20 buy. Coming in hot. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Come on. I'm trying to run a show here, Swan. Now, give me a second, guys. Let me go back to the dashboard on that one. Oh, it's settling. Okay. Just thinking about it. It wants to wait for the price to go up before they sell it to me. Make self-custody great. Self-custody is great already. Self-custody is great. Let's see if it lets me do it this time. The 100 buys is really slowing us down, huh? It's thinking about it. It's not letting me do the buy. So we'll just do this, the information for the other buy, and then we'll try again in a little bit later in the show to do that second buy. So throw on some stacking music. Let's see, and let's go to this chart. I'm gonna move this out of here. Okay, let's update our 100 stacks information. Wait, what? Oh, yesterday wasn't 24. Was it? 25. 26. It was 26. 26 here. There we go. 26. Yeah. Today is 3. 27, 24. We got it at 68,837. We bought 84. 0.001208222. Bam, there's our buy. Okay, cool. All right. Refresh this page. Withdrawal, waiting for withdrawal. Let's see here. Yeah, maybe something wrong with my bank connection. They might be messing with me, Hard Hodl. Okay, so I'll get that buy done. I'll try that buy. I'll try that buy up again in a little bit. See if it lets us do that buy. Yeah, one. Okay, cool. Right. Yeah, well, we'll get that buy in. Am I the only one that can't listen? No. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. I think my stream is acting up. Can you guys hear me? No. Yeah, my internet's been wonky, dude. It was completely down on Monday. Maybe they're messing with it right now. Trying to keep me from buying sats. Trying to keep me from stacking. Well, it ain't gonna happen. No. All right. Well, let's keep it going. I'm gonna try to buy this one more time. There you go. You guys are back. Cool. Okay, good. 20. Okay. I think I maybe need to restart my computer or something. Yeah. Okay, let's see if this works. All right, it's going. I did the second. I did the second buy. Let me get this in here. And it's being processed. All right. Okay, so now we can update that spreadsheet too. Oh, there it goes. Woohoo. All right. Let's update this spreadsheet with today's buy. Yeah, guys, it's wild. We're in here stacking sats Monday through Friday and just talking about Bitcoin, you know? It's nice to have a community of people that you can kind of share the excitement with. It's such a crazy idea. Like you guys have seen it work, but when you describe it to somebody, it just doesn't. It short circuits them. You know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I can put my money in this thing, and my money's gonna actually grow. Right? I thought we needed inflation to have a successful economy. No, we just need to stop getting robbed. That's what we need, right? Let's see, we got 68, 9, 5, 6. I want to know if you guys have you guys read any good Bitcoin books lately? Are any of you guys reading any books right now, or listening to books? That's how I read. I listen. Is it even reading? Let me see. I'm gonna put a poll up so that Hard Hollow doesn't yell at me. Do you read what's that? Do you read or listen? Read. Listen. All right. Polls up. Do you read or do you listen to audiobooks or to books? Do you prefer audiobooks or regular books? Okay, so it's going to be 0.123 28714. Soft War. I've watched the whole presentation. I watched the whole MIT presentation on Soft War. That's pretty wild. It's really cool. That's a really good book. I mean, it's a really good presentation. I haven't seen the book. I haven't read the book. Right now, I downloaded Atlas Shrugged, whatever it's called, in audio format. And geez, in audio format, that book is, let's see, where is it? Yeah, that book is like 60 hours, something like that. It's like a full-time job. I didn't think it's in my library. Yeah. Yeah, Atlas Shrugged. That book is the audiobook. It's 32 hours? No, it's 62 hours. Atlas Shrugged, unabridged. That's so long. That's so long. I want to listen to it, but I don't have the attention span, dude. It's 62 hours. It's got 4.5 a 4.5 rating. There's a whole Atlas Society, right? I gotta read that book. I gotta listen to that book, but haven't been putting the time into it. I don't know. It's a lot of hours, you know. But read. If I listen, I lose interest and my mind. Oh, interesting. Leonard, you must be a really good reader, dude. Because I'm the opposite. I'm a slow reader because I'm not that good at it, and I get bored because I'm not reading fast enough. That's why I like to listen. Do it while I draw? That's true. Oh, I probably come up with some sick drawings based off of that, you know? Pretty wild. Okay, so this is updated. Let's update this here. Okay, good. Yep. Right now, I'm on a. I had a last week. I took that last week since my wife was out of town. We just kind of stayed home with the kids. I stayed home with the kids pretty much the whole week, and I didn't do jujitsu last week at all. So when I went back to jujitsu on Monday, I was feeling super fresh, dude. Super like ready to roll, and my hands weren't swollen, my fingers weren't swollen. It was great. I have jujitsu again tonight, and then on Friday again. But it was nice to get back to the mat. It was fun. Okay, so we are actually here. Yeah. Let's go. We made it to the Q&A section. It's officially lunchtime is over. If your lunch is over, thanks for tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your workday. Oh, it's 50-50 on the poll. Interesting. That's very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Very good. But yeah, so I've been thinking about all the things I want to do. If I mean, I have a decent amount of time during the week to do hobbies and stuff. But I dug out my guitars. I cleaned them all up. I tuned everything up. I've been playing lots of guitar this past week, past 2 weeks. And like my kids don't play any. My kids kind of play like drum set and like they're beginning to learn instruments. But they really dig it when I play, and so I've been extra motivated to play for them because I let them pick songs and I play the songs for them, and I can see the gears turning in their head when I'm playing music, and they want to jump in. I'll teach them some stuff. It's pretty fun. So that's something I've been kind of looking into. I've always had I played in our jazz band when I was in high school. It was like 8 years ago. I learned to play guitar from like a couple of books that I got at the public library. It was so funny. I borrowed a guitar from one of my uncles, and that thing was so unbearable to play. Like the strings were really high off of the fretboard. It had like really high action, to where like you couldn't really play anything unless you like did bar chords across the whole thing, and otherwise your fingers would hit the other strings. But at least got me started, right? And then after that, I think it was like in junior high. No, not junior high. In I was a junior in high. Maybe I was like a junior in high school. I picked up. My dad got me an electric guitar. We put that thing on layaway. I still have it. I still have that guitar. Put that thing on layaway. There, I remember going to the music store and paying on it every month. I don't even know how much it costs. Wish I had the receipt for it. But it got me started, and I played, and I taught myself off of these books. I think Guitar Magazine wasn't even out yet, or it was starting to come out. Guitar Magazine, I think it was. And I was already in our marching band. I was a drummer in our marching band, and the band instructors wanted to do a jazz band extra period after school, right? It's like it could be like it was basically an extra credit class, and I could stay. I think it was like 8th period, or I think you have 7 periods in school, and then you have the 8th period, which is like the extra class. You stay after school, and you have an extra hour of instruction. But they wanted to start a jazz band, and they're like, all right, nobody really was trying to get on there to be the guitar player. But I did what I could to learn as much as I could. By the time the auditions came, and I got the spot, and I played snare drum, and I think they call them tenors, or there's 5 drums. It's quints, right? You play you have like a harness, and like these 5 drums with a little 4 drums and a little drum in the center, and you can lift it up like on a hinge, and you play like all these different patterns. I played that my junior year, and then I also played I played snare drum my senior year. But I was already in the band. I already knew how to read rhythms and everything. So trying to pick up the notes and understand the guitar, it was a little bit of a challenge, but I did okay. Good enough that I was able to play with a jazz band, and I learned a bunch of chords, a bunch of scales. And same thing. I never really pursued it as an adult, besides like messing around, noodling on the guitar here and there, because I didn't see the potential for, I guess, to make a good income out of it, right? I had to go the technical route because I knew that in engineering you're gonna get a better salary than in the arts. So that's one of the things also that I kind of set aside. But now that I have time, and I'll be getting more time, I'm gonna start, dusting off the old guitar and seeing if I still got it. So with that story, I hope it inspires you to try something new and to start making plans for how you're gonna spend your time when Bitcoin hits $1 million. When your stack gets so valuable that you don't have to work for the man anymore. Okay, you can decide what you want to do with your time. And even if it's jiu-jitsu, playing guitar, drawing, gardening, surfing, fishing, running, parasailing, whatever you want to do, it's the sky's the limit, right? You'll have the time, and you would take care of that. But all that won't ever happen if you don't start stacking. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. But until then, remember, if you ain't stacking, you're slacking. Later, guys.